The new water inlet line has arrived. So I'll unscrew the back and we'll get busy. To take this off, you don't have to undo this one because this is the cooling for the computer board. One right in the middle of the hose, one there, and one there. And they're Phillips. I got the 3 screws out.
Did you leave those screws undone, or did you just undo them?
I just undid them. Well, let's match it up. And here's the new one. Oh, this way. Gives you 4, but doesn't give you the extra one here, which you don't need anyway. So now we got the water shut off, have to disconnect it. Why don't I put the light over here? There, that looks, I'm looking at the mounting screws. Yeah, they look the same to me. Okay, I'm going to start with the Phillips screws. Take them off first. Oh, I got that part loose. Now I'm going to disconnect the wiring. If you want, you can take a picture of that. But you know that the ground is on that side on all of them. Disconnected the wires, flipped them over this side. Now we can get at the clips. I just got a normal pair of pliers. And I'll put it over here. And there's one, and I'll do the rest of them like that. And then disconnect it. Got a flat screwdriver, I'm just going behind. See how easy they come off? There's one. And there's 2 coming off now. There it is. Here's the new one. The hose is on. Now I'm going to clip them. I'll show you one clip. And then, so got good light to see there, Gordon? Yeah? Good light? Okay. And I'll put it at the same position, which is straight up. There should be little marks on there, on the hose where the clamps were. Yeah. See the little marks? So, but if you had other clamps, this is the time to put them on, those little clamps with the screwdriver. Now that I got the hoses in place and not moving around this, I'll put the 3 screws back in. Connect the wires. And now the water lines. Well, we got the new solenoids put in. We're going to turn on the cold water and we're going to see if it stops the dripping inside the tank. Because if you look at part 1, there was a small drip coming out. Even when the machine was unplugged, it would drip a little bit of cold water in the barrel.
Okay.
And there's the old one.
Turn the water on?
Sure.
Now, let's see if there's a... No. Oh yeah, yeah.
No, it's condensation. I can see it from up there. I can see water up top here. That's where it's dripping. Now, if you go back,
There, if you go back, the other one, there was a trickle there.
Yeah.
More than a drip.
yeah,
It was a
that's
trickle.
yeah. Look at part one. It was just flowing small. But if you had a 3/4 of a bin of water to start washing, it probably would have went over the top in a half an hour. But if you use minimal amount of water, it wouldn't have. Okay, now everything is connected. I'm going to put the top back on. Get that wire away. And put the 3 screws back in. So now we're going to try it out. It's got his laundry. Maybe if I show the Tide box, Tide will send you a free box of soap.
Okay. There's the soap.
What's it say? Even in cold water, attack stains.
Now we'll just run it on
You said normal, eh?
normal, yeah.
Top is locked. Must be weighing them now or something, eh?
Yeah.
We'll wait until the water goes and then I'll shut the video off and then restart it up again once it starts washing.
45 minutes. And it's not trickling like it was before.
Okay. Such an elaborate piece for one solenoid. Now why wouldn't they have made them that you can take off the solenoid, put a screw on either side with the seal, so you could just change the one solenoid? I know why. Because they can make more money with the whole unit than a $10 solenoid. As you can see there, the way the manufacturer did them, they're sealed. But I'm sure with a good screwdriver we could pry one up and have a look. But all there in there is little rubber, and it just pushes up and down to close the water.